Hi guys, welcome back to Kpop Talk. We're gonna do our classic weekly recap of the month of May, and it's gonna be the third-ish week of the month. There's gonna be also some earlier songs from prior weeks that I didn't really talk about because I forgot or I did completely skip them. There's gonna be a little more variety with J-pop and some hip-hop, so hopefully you enjoy it, and let's get right into it without wasting too much time. First song is Cooing with One Less Time. I really enjoyed it. I love the groove, I love the dance vibe to it, the disco vibe, love the production, love the vocals, the chorus is really catchy. It's a very good tune in my opinion. I've been listening to some Queen here and there, she pops out, but she's somebody that I don't hear talk a lot about in the K-pop community. She's definitely one of the more underrated ones. I enjoy this a lot. Next we have Peak Boy, which is, I think it's a good rendition of a classic Korean song. It does a really good job of using the chorus, the classic chorus that you've heard in a million of variety shows, dun 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 dun, that one, right? We've heard a million times. It's a good tune. I enjoy it. It's definitely a good rendition, a good modern version of what he normally does, without making the classic version feel like out of place. So he did a really good job. Big is talented, but definitely underrated as well. Similar to Queen, but I think even more. Next we have B.I. featuring Devita with BT Build to Build. I think that's how I say it. I don't know. I'm not Korean, but I don't speak Korean anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's a very good song. I enjoyed it. It's a good bang. I think it's a good kind of like low-key tune, kind of like to vibe to. I don't get the Devita feature. She's barely in there. She's in the chorus, kind of to harmonize with him. But what's the point of having a singer like Devita to never use her at all in the song, in a good manner? They spent a shitload of money for the music video, but yeah, the song is good. I enjoy it. The chorus is fun. Production is simple, but it works. I think it works for this tune very well. Just wish the Devita feature was used a little bit better, in my opinion. Next we have Kugi featuring Grey with Pao. First of all, I don't get why is this not on the AMG channel. He signed, I think, with AMG, if I remember correctly, or was it Air Music? It was one of the two, but I mean, again, I don't get it. It's fine to be like, oh yeah, he's an artist of ours, blah blah blah. But why are you not featuring him on your channel? Let me check if he was on the Air Music channel. No, he's not featuring. He's not featuring the AMG one, which is what he signed. I don't get this at all. But the song is fine. But again, similar to his previous song, they did, for example, with Yu-Gi-Oh, where he outshined Yu-Gi-Oh on his own song. He gets outshined her in Grey, which gives us a great verse with personality, not his basic stuff he does every time. And I haven't heard Grey in 6 months, so it's nice to hear him back, and he's been doing pretty good, I think, in this one. And I think he also produced it, which is his best skill in general. Enjoyable track. Why Don't We with Montage? I'm pretty sure that's the only name of the song. I enjoy this. I think, again, this is a good one-way track. Not the best they've done, but it's a good quality track in my opinion. Nothing that's surprising in my opinion from what they've done. It's very, very solid. Next we have Aura with Firework. I've never heard of this guy, but the song is, I think, good. I think the production is good. I think the lyrics are pretty solid. The chorus is very catchy. The negative is his own vocal ability. I think the song is held back by his vocal ability, which is not the best, but the song is still enjoyable. I personally don't think I'll go back to it at all, unfortunately, because his vocals rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, unfortunately. Next we have Ryowok from Super Junior with Hiding Words. It's a basic ballad, really. I think these songs really you have nothing to say about them. It's a solid ballad. Next we have Gold Buddha with Power Ranger. It's a solid track. Who's the features on this? Let me check. Mod the Student and Tyron Loran. It's a solid track. The more I listen, the more it grew on me, but it's still kind of out of tune. Kind of the singing doesn't really match with the production as much, but it grew on me a little bit the more I've heard the album. The album from him and Lil Cherry is it's weird, but it's them, and I enjoyed for that, but it could have been better in certain aspects. I think this song really represents what I mean by it. You can see the potential, you can see even the goodness in it, but the weirdness, I think, fucks it up a little bit for a lot of people, and sometimes even for myself. Wanas is back with one of the best bangers of the year, with Bring It On, one of the best singles of the year already. Very EXO inspired, in my opinion, from the production, the chorus. It's not a bad thing, it is very inspired by them, but it's well done. They blend very well the pop aspect, the the rapping is the worst part, but it's still done, I think, decently. And the chorus is super catchy. It's one of these choruses you really want to listen to when you're playing a game, when you're like, driving a car with your friends. It really puts you in the mood. So I really enjoy this. Next we have Yerin debuting as a soloist with Arya. I think for a debut is pretty solid for her. Showcases her vocals. Production is simple pop, EDM inspired production. The lyrics are whatever, but I think to remind everybody who she is, I think it's a good song to start to. I think it fits Yerin image very, very well, and I think her strengths very, very well as an artist. I probably wouldn't go back to it, unfortunately. I think compared to the stuff that the other girls from G-Friend have been releasing, this one is probably the worst, but it's not a bad song, obviously. Next we have Obze with Lovers. Never heard of her, but the song is cute. It's a nice love song. It's super cute. It's a little bit cheesy, but that's what I like about it, honestly. It's a classic ballad love song. I enjoy it, and she's kind of cute. So yeah. Next we have a full song with Phase Me. I really like this. I feel like the chorus is a rip-off of something I've heard a million times already, but yeah, the song is good. I like that alternative feel it's going for, production wise and everything else. He does it well. His vocals are amazing as always. I think he's kind of getting more into his into his own style. He's finding himself as an artist, which I think is good. After wandering for a little bit. Next we have Yo with Deep. Solid song in my opinion. There's nothing really that I look into and I'm like, oh, that's like hyper impressive or anything about it, but I enjoyed more than her previous stuff. Definitely the one with Song, which I wasn't a big fan of. This one is a little bit better, but there's a lot of repetition. The productions are basic, and I think the last 3 years really she has made no improvement as an artist. Like you normally want to see from ISQ, who has been around for more than a decade in the K-pop industry, to kind of push it a little bit and try different things in there. I'm not saying in the singles, but at least in the EPs, right? So this is her first EP. Let's see how it does it. But her last 3-4 songs don't really get me hyped for this project at all. But it's a solid song. Again, if you enjoy the type of like club songs, this is the one you're gonna like. But for me, I've grown bored of her own style at this point. It's really getting boring to me. TNX. I'm an idiot. TNX with Move. This is somewhat of an anticipated debut. The song is not bad, but I think first and foremost the chorus is not that good in my opinion. But to remove the chorus aspect, I think this song suffers from the same song that I'm going to talk about after this, I'm pretty sure, which is the way the different parts don't really fit with each other. There isn't a good smooth transition from the singing to the more rapping parts, the chorus, then the rap or the sing again, right? It's not very smooth. I don't know if that's something they wanted to do, but if it's not something they wanted to do, it's not that good. And if it's something they didn't know it was gonna happen, then definitely should fix it, because it doesn't really work with them. I think they're the type of guys that need songs that go on 100 times an hour, and so at 100 kilometers per hour, and they can do it very well. So to have these sort of weird breaks in the middle, to me at least it didn't feel smooth hearing it 2, 3, 4 times I've heard it. So maybe you feel differently if that's how I feel. But in App 6 Savior, you can't tell me otherwise. The transition between parts is not smooth. I think it's obvious in this one. The rapping is not good. I mean, App 6 always struggle with making the rapping fit with what they're doing. They've always struggled with that in my opinion. But recently it has gotten somewhat worse. It's weird, normally, groups like B2B, for example, they really struggled with it early on. They really became good at it, I think BTS, at what they were masters. Everybody looked up to them for that. I think Aping is another group that has learned to do that, especially in their latest songs when they added those parts, right? So for me, it's like you have to be able to do it, and the fact that they're not doing well, just remove them. I'm pretty sure that sorry guys, I can't remember his name, but the guy who does the main rapping parts for App 6, I'm pretty sure the guy can fucking sing. Make him sing a little bit, but don't just force them because they don't work. And I think in this song they don't work. Again, not a bad song, but I think it's not a good song. I don't think it's bad, but I definitely think it's not good, because the chorus is obnoxious. The parts don't fit well with each other, and compared to the stuff that App 6 has done before, I honestly have expectations, and these expectations to me have been, I'm a little bit disappointed by them. I truly do. But again, I'll listen to the project and maybe I have a different opinion when I hear it in the context of the album, for example. You never know. Next we have Yoon Ruha, I think it's his name, with Far Post with the Lob on a beat. It's a pretty good hip hop track. I like the production a lot. I like their fast paced kind of like drill slash, you know, kind of like Japanese like hip hop from the mid 2000s type of inspired production, like somewhat teriyaki boys type of production. I enjoy the mixing of it. I like the fast paciness of it. He has a great flow. There's no lyrics unfortunately, but him and Loban feel good with each other. But You and I is really the highlight. I was surprised by the quality of his performance. You know, he has a lot of charisma, and I think that's normally in hip hop. If you have that, you have good lyrics, which I might assume he has. But even if he doesn't, you know, he has everything but that. I think that's good enough to make it into Korean hip hop, and I don't see why he can't grow from here. You know, definitely there's gonna be people say, "Oh, he has dreads, so he must be biting or whatever." But I think everything feels pretty natural to me. There isn't like they're not forcing anything. You know, they have a Porsche and they're in the studio. Everything is very like simple, but it works, and I enjoy it. So I know others might feel different. It's one of my favorites, honestly, of this month as of now. Next we have Bugville with I forgot Bad Guy. They're a J-pop group. I know they have members are supposed to be, I think, on Produce 101 or whatever. I don't know. I can't tell you that I've been really well informed about them, but the song is not bad. It's just very simple. So there isn't a lot of things that you remember about it. It's, I think, really one of the songs you can just forget and move on. And you know, I always say these songs are like you can give it to any groups and they'll be the same, right? And this song feels that way, but you know, they're doing it in Korean. I'm pretty sure it's Korean. So let's see how far this takes them. You know, the numbers have this song has like normal numbers. I think it has like 100k. So it's like 100k. I don't think it's bad. So let's see where these guys go. I mean, maybe they become the biggest group in the world. You never know with this shit at this point. Next we have Pepe Yana with Space Mulan. I enjoy this. I like that kind of like you know, very sci-fi, futuristic production she's going for, and that like kind of like car racing games from the mid 2000s, like the Need for Speeds, and these are games type of a production for the chorus that really adds the pace and really makes you get into the song. The vocals are fine. I don't remember if this song has lyrics. I don't think it does. I know actually it does have lyrics, but you know, the song I enjoy. You know, it's been an interesting month for productions, I would say, from single artists, you know, solo artists. I think the quality overall has been pretty solid. So, you know, I didn't know who she was. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm interested to see what she's gonna do in the future. I really enjoy this personally. Candy Sugar Pop by Astro. This is definitely BTS in every way, from the video, from the moves, from the way they're writing the lyrics and everything. You know, it's definitely their more brighter concept they've done in the last 3 years. They've tried to like change a little bit, which I think is fine considering how popular Astro has become in Korea, which proves my theory. If you're really popular in Korea, you automatically become popular in the West. But they're obviously huge in Korea and that helped them a lot, and they work a lot there, so I'm happy for them. I've been an Astro fan for a very long time, and it's nice to see them really succeed in the last 3 years or so. So really happy for them. But the song is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's obviously BTS in every way, and I felt like they were doing something before. At least they had a little bit of their own personality and make them stand out a little bit more. Now it feels like by trying different things, whoever produced and wrote this song was really trying to copy BTS and push that. But it seems to be working because this song has 35 million views. So that means people are enjoying it, which is a good thing. So the formula has worked in that sense. Next, 015B or 015B featuring Nawon with, I think, was it Not Bad. It's a good song. I enjoy it. It's another solo act I enjoyed. I think R&B and Korean ballads are growing on me slowly but surely the more I'm listening to them. But I enjoy it. I think her vocals are good. I think the chorus is fine. It's an enjoyable, you know, low-key, kind of like a lo-fi track. I enjoy this quite a bit. Actually, I don't enjoy it quite a bit, but it's not a bad song. You know, it's an okay song. I'm not just gonna say every time I enjoy them quite a bit. It's an okay song. Next we have Tribe with Akanda Magic. It's a studio session they done at the Coca-Cola Studios. It's good. The vocals are pretty solid considering the fact that it's live. I think it's just too long. When I was listening to it, I felt like it was never ending. The song is only 3 minutes or something, but it feels like it's actually 5. I don't know why. Probably too many loops, too many repetitions. But the song is not bad by any means. I enjoyed it. This is Jonghyun Ji from Aping with Meet Him among them. It's a nice ballad, great vocals. I mean, Inji's vocals are stupid good. I say it every time I review her music, but her vocals are amazing. Next is Damien with Basement Boy. I like it. It's fun. I like that alternative rock / pop vibe to it. There's some J-pop elements in it of the alternative J-pop industry that's been quite popular actually in Korea and China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and in Japan obviously. And there's elements of it, plus elements of K-pop, elements of American music. It's fun. It's a fun song. I enjoyed the vocals a lot here actually. Next we have One Way with Roommate. I enjoyed less than Montage, but it's still a good song. I think One Way is a very solid rock, Korean rock group. I really do. I've grown up to really enjoy them a lot. I'm sad that I didn't discover them earlier. That's the only thing, but they're really, really good. Way better than Day6 and these groups in my opinion. Luminous, Wish You Were Here, and they keep taking risks and I have to respect them for it. They kept going with these very slow-paced K-pop songs and they're able to, again, consistently do it well. Fuse K-pop, rock, rap with a very slow-paced production when everybody can showcase their ability and bring a different vibe to the industry. I love it. Are they gonna get 200 million views? No. But I think what they're doing is contributing to an idea that you can do different things in K-pop and not having to subscribe to the mainstream concepts, I've seen TXT change, become more mainstream in the sounds, in my opinion, in the way they've produced their music. I've seen ITZY do it. I've seen Red Velvet. Everybody has done it to a certain extent in their career. Even though Red Velvet, like most SM groups, don't really do it, but they've done it at least a couple of times. I wish Luminous keeps doing it and they don't fall in the trap of saying, let's just get that 80-20 mil. Because to me, if in a group that you get that 5 to 10 every time and you do your own music original style, I think it's more valuable than doing 30, 35, 40 and sounding like other 8 groups. But I know business is business and I don't know for how long they can keep doing this one. Omega X is getting them numbers by making more generic music, and for now you're getting compared to that because you debuted around that same time as them. So in that sense, it's going to be really hard for them. And I think it's the last song, which is The Boy Wishes the Boss. I really like this. I think it's a really good song. Maybe a little bit too edgy, but the chord is sick. It's a great banger. I think as good as One Us banger. Really, really good. 2 of the best songs of the year already. I love this. Fucking aggressive. I think the rapping is actually pretty good here, if I don't remember badly. But what really sticks out to me is the vocals here and the structure of the song, which I really enjoy. I thought it was done really, really well. So I have nothing to complain about. Next we have Yeti with Akacha. I enjoy it. It's a good song. Definitely one of my favorites. I have no complaints this past 7-10 days of music really. Really good vocals, pretty solid production, great rapping. If Yedzi can give this to me every time, I'll be the happiest man in the world. That's all I have to say really. Next we have CL with Chuck. I was hearing this song and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've heard this song already, and it came out a year ago. I know this. I think the album dropped in November or October of last year, and I'm like, why is she dropping a music video now? But I get it. She's killing it with numbers. She's selling so much. She's kind of dominating the numbers, at least for an oldie K-pop idol. So yeah, I really like it. It's one of the best songs of the album, if not the best actually. Maybe Spice is better, because I think Spice is the best song on that album, honestly. But that's my opinion. And next we have a farewell song by Lunar Solar with Do You Wanna Get Down. I'm surprised at this band, and I thought they were doing pretty well, honestly. But again, probably there wasn't enough money made. The girls didn't want to continue, so it's better to just split and move on. They haven't left an impact, but I still enjoy their music, and I think this is a great way to end. Different vibe, different concept. Took a lot of risks. That Euro dance from the 2000 type of style, it's a very risky thing to do, but in a way it's said that they went for the play at the end of their careers, But they were getting consistently a couple of million views. I'm pretty sure they weren't selling that much. I don't know if you even ever sell 10k in K-pop. So I think if you sell 10k, you can sell it. You might tour and stuff, but you're not even doing that, so it's really hard. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I wish them the best. Maybe we'll see them in other groups in the future. Maybe we'll see them on produced shows. That the K-pop industry, as big as it is, it's still a very small world compared to the real world. So names keep going all the time. I see them all the time. As soon as I see guys from Mix 9 debuting a year ago, or I think a couple of dudes debuted this year as well. So, and Mix 9 was in 2017. So 2018, whatever that was. So my point is, it was a long time ago, and hopefully they're gonna go and do great things. I'm happy for them, but I'm also sad. And this was it for this part of May. There was a lot of songs to talk about. I added some J-pop stuff because I thought it was important for me, and I think it's great music, so it's better for you as the viewer when you enjoy it. I think it's high quality music, honestly. This is a couple of 10 days. I think it's probably been the most quality I've heard in that short span of time. A lot of interesting music, different styles, hip-hop, pop, rock, ballads, comebacks, debuts. There was a little bit of everything, so yeah, I enjoyed it, and I thought it was pretty good. There wasn't, again, if you compare it to like maybe past weeks, maybe there are not 10s in there, even though I think there's a couple of 9s or 8s, but there's no 2s or 3s or 4s. Like, there's been periods when I'm like reviewing, I'm like, this is not good, this is boring, this is shit, this is badly produced. I think there was a couple of songs here where they had that problem, but for the most part they were really well done, at least from an objective standpoint. And personally, I've enjoyed almost everything here, so my playlist is happy for that because it's getting to eat again after some time. The video is gonna come tomorrow, maybe when I wake up, because it's 5 a.m. Maybe when I wake up and after I study, I'll start editing it, because these videos are easy to edit in general, and if I edit, I'll drop it the 25th, maybe 26th, and by the end of the month I'll drop another one, and maybe by the end I'm gonna drop my best K-bombs of the first part of 2022, and then I'll drop the worst. Having said all that, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you've thought about the video. Did you agree with me? What were your favorites and least favorite songs of these past 10 days, or the stuff that I reviewed? Let me know in the comments, and see you next time. Thank you very much.